Good evening, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. It's Sunday evening. It's that time of the week, as always, when I do my weekly analysis. As usual, I am excited. This is a fun time for me. I'm gonna spend like about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I'm done. So welcome. It's 7:14 p.m. Kenyan time. That's GMT +3. So it probably where you are right now as you're watching this, it probably is your morning or your afternoon. So really excited to be able to do this for you guys and just show you what I think about the market coming up. So okay, so I'm on gold here. Let me see. Okay, so this is a trade setup from last week, so I'm just gonna clear that for now. But gold really did well last week. Thursday, we did 200 pips on this trade. It was really awesome. Caught it at the right time. Been waiting for it for months, actually weeks. Since I've been waiting for gold to break out, I mean, from this zone for quite a while, and finally it did. So I have this feeling that we're going to see a bit more bullish momentum on here, but I just want to look at the daily. I want to have a look at the daily. Look at the daily. So this is a perfect, symmetrical pattern on gold. So as you can see, gold kind of peaked. Gold kind of peaked last week. And we can see the highest it's ever been in a while has been in 2011 in September, and it was at 1921. So since then, it's just been way below levels of 1700 and whatnot. Hasn't seen, so it finally broke a really strong resistance some time ago, like around in June last year, and then it dropped this year in March, to a previous support low, and then it just bounced off this area. It kind of like struggled for a bit, but then finally bounced off that area. And last week we saw it attempt to get to the 17, I think it even got to the 1780, to just break the 1788 zone, but it just didn't get there really. Let me see, 30 minutes. So I'm still bullish on gold, okay? Last week, if you watch my video from last week, I actually said the markets are going to be bullish, and that's really how the markets were last week. They were pretty bullish with, a few pullbacks here and there, but most pairs were bullish last week. So gold broke through the 70 mark, and, actually it hit and then it retested and then broke through, and then it's kind of trying to bounce off. It formed a new high, okay? But I kind of think like we might see it push a bit lower, okay? I would like to see it push down this way, and then now make a really good, because it'll be approaching another support zone. So yeah, so I'm looking at, like I said, I'm just looking at gold pushing up there, but I would really prefer to see it like break, cross this resistance support zone. It's a key level, I think, and then just push up. I'm not sure I would want to just see it going up just yet, but we'll see what happens on market open. So I'm still bullish on gold, that's for sure. Let's look at euro. USD, Euro, USD, Euro, USD. So Euro, USD, Euro, USD, Euro, USD. Yeah, so it's been in a bit of a, let me look at the daily. The daily chart is a very, very, very good time frame to, look at do your analysis. So I'm also hoping that, the euro can break through, okay? It made an attempt for the previous low here, but it just didn't make it here. And I had actually anticipated, I actually was teaching as an advanced Forex class. I was just talking to students about this pair. And basically, I don't see, so I don't see it. Yeah, so basically, just I want to see it push up. So I'm still bullish. Okay, this is how many pips. Probably get to this level. That's about 178 pips. Okay. That will be my take. There's a cool couple of pips that Euro USD can. It's really in a range. It's range bound right now. It's kind of like an accumulation phase, but this setup for a bullish run is very, very awesome. So I'm bullish. I'm bullish on Euro USD. Let's look at Euro JPY or Euro. Sorry, Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, you guys can see that it failed to break this boundary. So it did, at given a buy stop and a sell stop, it didn't execute the buy stop. It's like in descending, it's like scaling lower highs, but pretty much around the support resistance zone up there. But this looks like, it kind of bounced off of this trend line here. When I look at it, okay, it's also in, a bit of accumulation around here, since the beginning of the month when it broke through end of March. So it's really been in this range for a month, okay? But it's scaling higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It attempted to try and break down here, rejected, went back up. And I'm also kind of looking at this and thinking, you can see this up, down movement. So it's I feel like it needs to break through here, just basing off this candle, the way it ended, the way the market closed rather, with a bearish candle, I feel like we might see a push down, okay, before it pushes up, as if it doesn't open the gap. So yeah, Euro JPY a bit bearish, and then maybe break this. You see this zone here? If it breaks this zone, then for sure we are on our way up. But this zone is pretty strong, for now. So I don't see it breaking it just yet. Okay. Then we have Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Let's look at the daily first. Daily. Don't mind my messy charts, guys. I keep saying, like, I just never delete my charts, really. You know what I'm saying? That said, we are in this, triangle kind of pattern. I want to look at it this wedge here, that's formation. But if you think about it, we are in a channel, okay, sideways channel. So Euro GBP really from 2016 has just been up, down, up, down. It did break the high of 2016 twice, okay, but failed to completely just break it. Then in 2019 until now, the last time we're here was in March last year. So this is a very, very, very strong zone. Okay, guys? Yeah, man. So we might continue to just see some up, down movement. Um, for now, I'm thinking we are looking. So there's a bit of rejection here on the daily candle. Okay. I feel like this could continue to the downside. Okay. I feel like that's where we're headed. That's really the most likely, move. Yeah. As you can see, we are still in this, we are range bound. There was a bit of a rejection here. Okay. Possibly because of this trend line. But I'd really just like to see it push a bit lower. Okay. Really, I wouldn't mind seeing it pushing lower before it, but this rejection candle here is a sign that maybe the bears are trying to take control, yeah, of the market. So yeah, let's see what happens on market open. Let's see. Yeah, because this is a really strong zone. So I don't see it breaking this level right now. So we might just continue seeing a sideways movement on Euro GBP, Euro CAD. I'm just looking at pairs, guys, that I love to trade, that I find really cool to trade. Euro CAD has also been respecting this trend line. We are in this wedge again. So all these Euro pairs are just all looking similar. Looks like a very strong support here. Okay, it's made multiple attempts, one, two, almost three, two attempts previously to break this to the downside, but it has failed, which just means that it's very possible that it's trying to, make a push to the upside. Okay, but I'm not yet convinced. I'd be convinced if this pair broke through this level, maybe, if it managed to just push through to 1.50290, then I'd start thinking, okay, now we are ready to just go on a bull run. But it's been scaling, lower high, a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So I'm feeling like it still wants to make a decent. So okay, let's look at maybe GBP pair, GBP USD. I love GBP USD. Again, ignore my messy charts, guys. Just ignore me. But you can see these are setups for last week, and you can see GU did its thing. We did a really good trade here. A sell stop of about 44 pips. And then we did the same day a buy stop of about 30 pips, thereabouts. So not bad, not too shabby. What I want to do though is just look at this. And as you can see, this has been, this arrow indicates that on this day, I was actually waiting for this move up for GBP. Took a couple of days, 2 days, consolidating, then dropped before it pushed up. So yeah, when I look, the reason why I keep some of these my markings on my chart is just for me to see that I'm actually, my setups, even if they don't move perfectly. Like what I saw or anticipated, even if it happens way later, just convinces me that, okay, I wasn't too far off on, my decision with regards to the trade. So as you can see, GU has been in consolidation. Okay. Yeah, so this is February 2021, March, a month later. So this is a very key level. The 1.38823 is a very key level. We've been on a descending kind of triangle range, so to speak, with a bit of sideways movement, in this channel here. Again, key zone. This is a key zone. So I have a feeling, price will just continue, up, down, up, down. So we're kind of in no man's land here. The only way I'll think about GU, pushing, I'm more biased though for a break to the upside. Okay, that's my bias. But I'm not yet convinced we're ready for that. I think this would be easier to tell market opens, when the market opens. But as you can see, so bullish on GU generally. Okay, I would like to see it push to the upside, that's for sure. How is GJ? So GJ has been giving me a run for its money. As you can see here, I had anticipated a couple of things. They ended up happening, but not in the timing that I wanted it to happen. So I had put this buy stop for the longest time, and it only activated on Friday. And I had actually placed it on, when is this? On Wednesday. Okay. So thankfully, we didn't get stopped out because it didn't execute on the 2 days. It only executed on Friday. So now I feel like now that we've broken through this wedge pattern here, and since we are still in consolidation, okay, I am looking at a possibility that it might try to retest again and continue on its way up. But I'm really, when I look at this, let me look at this a bit closer. This is a bearish engulfing candle. So chances are we might see a push down. So this trade here, looking precarious. Let's see. Managed to do its 10 pips, which is okay, because we usually do a minimum of 10 pips on each trade. But I'm not sure it's ready because this is a strong, this is like it's 1, 2, 3 attempt. So will it break through? That's my hope. That's really, really what I'm looking for. That's what I'm gunning for. Still gunning for that. So let me just clear this so that I can look at this a bit better. So some people ask me, why do I draw all these lines? Just to narrow. It's like I'm just trapping price. I'm just trying to have a good view. So yeah, you see guys, came down, okay, range. So I feel like it's gonna make one more attempt and then boom. So my best entry will be when it's bullish, when it has fully formed its bullish formation. GBP, CAD, let's just look at it. So I've looked at GU, I said it was bullish as well. GBP, CAD, the same thing. GCAD, again, looks similar to the other pairs, the other GBP pairs, like very similar, range bound. Now, very possible that it will reject this. Okay, and this goes for the rest as well. If they don't break their ceiling, because we are on a we look like we look on a downtrend, we just might attempt to go down. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, let me look at the daily. Canadian. Yeah, so on the daily, we are bearish. Yeah, so I would only jump in if this gets to the level of 1.71384. If not, it will just bounce off and continue on its upside to try and attempt this high again. So technically, long term, we are bullish, but we still need to move this down a bit. Yeah. That's my take. But again, market open, market open. Let me see AUD USD, and then we are good to go. So AUD USD, this trade didn't fire. Okay, so that was null and void. That was our last week's trade as well. AUD USD is really now on a very clear resistance zone. Okay, and if we look at it a bit clearer, it's really obvious that it has attempted to break to the upside and failed. Okay. However, because it broke through this range successfully, I feel like it's just going to boom, push up. That's my take. So, excuse me. That's my take. Like, I'm like very bullish, not bearish. I'm really bullish in the markets right now. Like that's really what I am. So when I do this zoning thing, I see the chart better. That's what I'm saying. So there'll probably be a bit of a dip and another attempt to break through. If it doesn't break through, then really we ain't breaking through anytime soon. So that's AUD, UDJPY. So guys, you see how easy it is for me to look at this really? I'm like, okay, makes my life easier. So again, same thing here, drop, then boom. So we can say, if I do it visually, drop to the downside, retest the downside, and then break to the upside, like in the opposite direction. Like just break, probably retest and continue on its way up, kind of thing. Retest and then continue on its way up. That's really what I'm looking at. This kind of W formation to the upside. It's almost looks like a cipher pattern or some harmonic pattern thing. But this is what I'm seeing, okay, on AU. So also slightly bullish, but I would like to see for a strong bull run or breakout, I would like to see a retest before that happens. So let's look at US 30. Yay, this baby just blew my mind, So you can see US 30 just rewarded us as well, just like gold. Amazing. And we are. So you see, we broke through, did our 200 pips. This was on Thursday. Didn't trade on Friday because I was like gold, US 30. No need to trade on Thursday Friday after such a good run. So US 30 has kind of reached a resistance zone. It's very, very clear. We are at a resistance zone. And I'm like, okay, I feel like she's going to just boom, bring herself all the way down, probably 100 pips or 130 pips, or about 130, 140 pips before it continues on its way up. I don't see US 30 just continuing on its bull run. I'm not so sure that is something that's going to happen right away. unless something, and please note this is the highest US30 has been. So that's it. I think we're good to go, guys. I really, really hope you get value from my weekly analysis. And please like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Keep me going. So we are at a resistance level, like I said, and on the daily we are looking very bullish, okay, but there's some rejection. So I wouldn't just jump in and say, yeah, we're going to no, we're in a very strong resistance right now. So I would want to see a bit of a push down, but right now we're looking good for a bullish breakout. So that said, guys, thank you very much. It's a wrap for now. Until next week, same time, same day. I enjoy doing this, guys, and I hope you're getting value. Please like, comment us again, subscribe, share with your friends, anybody wanting to learn about Forex and trading and crypto. Welcome. Thank you and have a lovely Sunday.